The Modern Warfare 3 beta download is beginning to go live. We have a 100 gigabyte download here. A bunch of updates to go through here in today's video. Be sure to subscribe for more COD update videos like this. We're super close to 110,000 subscribers. Really do appreciate it, guys. But first up here, we have a new splash screen where the Modern Warfare 3 tab is in the COD HQ app. We, of course, have the pre-order for the Vault Edition, the Standard Edition, but there's a new tab here now. Open beta coming soon. Pre-order MW3 and get early access to the open beta and more. It says live October 6th at 1 p.m. So it seems like they're doing a 1 p.m. Eastern release time now, which I feel like it might be a bit earlier. Usually they release it an hour or two earlier, so I'm still going to stick with these times up on screen, which is just an hour earlier. They always drop it a little earlier, but we'll see very soon. Maybe it'll be 1 p.m. Eastern. Not a big deal. Now, we also got this here, PlayStation game size, Call of Duty update 1.026 on the PS5 and PS4 added to the database. The game is no longer MW2, so what's happening here is that the MW2 file we have on our consoles and PC is turning into Call of Duty, which it kind of started to turn into Call of Duty anyway, but now it's officially turning into just Call of Duty, and it's going to transform into just the COD HQ, where MW3's beta and the full game will be playable, along with the rest of the new Call of Duties as well. So Black Ops 2024 will now be playable through this main COD HQ application, which is very interesting here. We also get an official look at the splash screen of MW2's beta that we saw in my video a couple days ago, but here's a better quality image of it. Very cool. Now, for the MW3 beta itself, we have two packs for Call of Duty. The first one is MW3 Beta Pack 1. Download size for PS5 is 24.813 gigabytes, and MW3 Beta Pack 2, which is a 1 megabyte license checker, which is, not too bad overall. But here's the catch now. The Modern Warfare 3 beta will require players to have Call of Duty HQ downloaded to play, as the beta will be an add-on to the HQ. The HQ app is around 100 gigabytes. So if you don't have COD downloaded yet and want to play the beta, be sure to download the Call of Duty base file. Really crazy stuff here. This is exactly what I expected, actually, in my video a couple days ago. This is for every platform also, not just PC. If you don't know what to download or don't have MW2 or Warzone currently downloaded, just download the free-to-play Call of Duty Warzone file. MW2 Ghost responds here. So if we haven't got COD installed, we need to install a file called Call of Duty Warzone in order to download and play the MW3 beta. Why don't they just rename the file to COD HQ and have in the description something like, "This is the HQ for all present and future Call of Duty games. Please have this installed in order to access present and future Call of Duty titles." I mean, that's a very valid question there. And Charlie Intel responds, it is. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 will be renamed Call of Duty this week. So in essence here, what we were talking about in my video a couple days ago is actually correct. You do have to have the base Call of Duty files now to play MW3's beta, but what's different is it's not just for MW3's beta, it's for all of the future Call of Duties now as well, since they're transforming it into the main Call of Duty HQ. Now, again, I agree with MW2 Ghost. They need to be more transparent by saying this is the Call of Duty headquarters. Have this downloaded and you'll be able to access all future Call of Duty games, Call of Duty DLC packs, betas, and much more from this main, HQ application. Once they, make that clear, then it'll all make more sense. But right now here, the transition is making things a bit confusing. But off the bat, the beta itself is actually just 24 gigs, 25 gigs. But if you don't have all this stuff downloaded, you're gonna have to download over 100 gigabytes of files, the COD HQ and the MW3 beta. So pretty much, again, if you already own MW2, if you already own Warzone, all you have to do is download the rest of the MW3 beta, which is about 25 gigabytes, give or take, or 25 to 30 gigabytes. So that's not terrible. It's a decent sized update, a decent sized file, but not too bad. If you don't own MW2, if you don't own Warzone, you have to download the beta, the COD HQ as well. That'll be around 130 to 150 gigabytes, which is a lot up front, but over the long run, you shouldn't have to download much more there. So, look, I get why they're doing that, but it's just really weird right now. So let me know down below if you guys have any questions on that, because it is kind of confusing. Now, also here, you can start to download this right now. So we have this. Seems like you can download it on Xbox almost 2 weeks early. MW3 open beta. but this seems like it's just the licensing file, or a very small portion of it, because of course the beta is not 10 megabytes, right? That doesn't make any sense there. So obviously that's just a very small portion. You'll still have to download a majority of the 25 gigabyte beta in a couple of days. That beta download should go live though very, very soon. I'll be sure to update you guys on that. Usually there is a preload here for betas. Now, obviously in the past we haven't had a lot of preloads for most of the updates in MW2 and Warzone. Only PlayStation gets the preloads a day early, right? If that, which is a bit concerning. So hopefully at least for the beta now we do get an ample amount of time to preload here, so when it releases on Friday next week, October 6th, we'll be able to play it right when it goes live. So again, I'll be sure to update you guys on that, but interesting stuff there. Now for some more stuff here with the beta, we have this. Call of Duty tweeted out on October 5th, Rust will be unleashed at COD Next. So this is confirming that, okay, Rust will be a playable map at COD Next. We'll be seeing gameplay of it during the reveal stream. I mean, we're going to see probably gameplay of all of the 16 launch maps for MW3, which is cool, but it's also showing us that, you know, Rust will probably be one of the maps we'll see a part of the MW3 beta, which is pretty cool overall here. I definitely don't think they're going to let us play all 16 of the maps, you know, even though we've played them in the past, right? We know what they play like, we know what they look like for the most part, and there aren't that many changes. I don't think there's any changes actually, besides for some doors added. Most of the maps are, you know, pretty much one-to-one identical replicas, except for graphics, right? We're probably going to play on about 6 to 8 maps, I would say, maybe less than half of the maps. Let me know down below what other maps you want to play here during the beta. I would say Rust is a good one. Terminal, I definitely want to check out. Maybe some of the maps we haven't seen remade or remastered, like Skid Row or Subbase. Those would be pretty cool to play on, but let me know down below. And Call of Duty also gave us more info on the Battle Pass for Season 6 and how that brings us into Season 1 of MW3. So we've seen some questions about the Season 6 Battle Pass and wanted to provide some additional details. The Call of Duty Season 6 Battle Pass will remain active until Season 1 begins later this year. When MW3 launches on November 10th, MW3 players will earn Battle Pass XP, you know, for the Season 6 Battle Pass. You can still progress that previous Battle Pass throughout, you know, MW3, at least the beginning of it, until Season 1. And Season 1 is going to be releasing, at least according to the Battle Pass, on around Tuesday, December 5th or Wednesday, December 6th. So cool stuff there. We have an extended season, which makes sense overall. The first couple of weeks of MW3, you're just playing the game. And once we get Season 1, that's when things will really start here. We'll get the new Battle Pass and all that good stuff. So that makes sense. They're pretty much confirming our Season 1 release date. And some more stuff. We got 2 new kill streaks leaked out to be in MW3. We have a Switchblade drone, a tiny flying drone that could be launched into the air and remotely piloted and instructed to dive into enemies. And we have an LRAD long-range acoustic device, a device that could put out a highly directional beam of incredibly loud sound. Interesting stuff as well. Really, really cool kill streaks here. I'm wondering what kill streaks we'll see in the beta as well. Obviously, for most betas, we just see a couple of the full list, the full selection that will be in the main game. But I'm wondering, you know, if they're going to give us ones we've seen in the past, how different they'll be to MW2 this year. If we're going to get some more classical kill streaks returning, you know, we'll see it very soon. The Ghost of Hope tweeted this out. Anyone miss when we had the yellow bold text in MW19 and Warzone 1? I hope it comes back. It hit different. So I completely agree. Like, this text, this UI here in the game was actually so fire. Something was just very satisfying about getting kills and having that yellow text popping up. It just made sense there. And I don't know if a leaker, I think it was Bob, he was trolling on Twitter. I don't know if it was an actual leak. I couldn't find it, but I think he said that it is returning, but then he deleted the tweet. I'm not so sure. I just thought I'd mention this here in the video because regardless of if the leak was a troll or not, I would still kind of want this style of UI to return, right? You know, MW19 wasn't my favorite game, but it definitely got this UI correct here. Warzone 1, MW19, this kill feed UI, not really kill feed, but whatever popped up when you got kills, all this different stuff, it did hit different. I don't know, maybe it was the time, maybe it was the era, I'm not so sure, but let me know down below if you want to see this type of style return in MW3. And also here, another interesting thing, Hamaj tweeted this out, a link to his video, I got a sniping nuke in every Call of Duty, and Sledgehammer Games responded, looks like you're missing one, which obviously you would think they're referring to MW3, which is also confirming that, you know, a nuke is returning in Modern Warfare 3 this year, which is pretty cool. But then they deleted the tweet. Some people were saying that they only said that because Pamaj apparently missed one of the Call of Duties there, but I really don't think so, honestly. I feel like they're definitely referring to MW3 and they deleted it because maybe, you know, they weren't ready to reveal that yet, or they want to reveal it a certain way, or people were getting ahead of themselves to where maybe we're not getting a nuke exactly, but we're getting something similar to a nuke. I'm not so sure, but I think it would make sense to have the nuke in the game because we're getting all of the original MW2 2009 maps. I feel like having that OG MW2 nuke in this game would make sense as well. You know, maybe they'll do a bit different. Obviously, the game's called MW3, so a Moab could make sense, but this is not really an MW3 game in my opinion. The name is called MW3. We have Makarov here, but I'm getting more like MW2 vibes. All the maps being there, man, really gives me MW2 vibes. So let me know down below. I'd be down with the Moab returning, honestly. I'm a big MW3 fan, so that returning would be so cool. But let me know down below. We're most likely going to get some type of, you know, main nuke here, some game-ending nuke that you would, you know, normally see in an IW Call of Duty. But overall, that's it here for this video. Be sure to subscribe for more COD update videos like this. We'll be going through all of the content revealed for MW3 over the next couple of days here for multiplayer, zombies, the beta. I'll try to get some more beta codes for you guys as well, but, you know, we'll be doing that on the channel. So be sure to stay subscribed, stay tuned for all that stuff there. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.